harm people. Um, my favorite project in the class was the medical device project because we got to see other people's creative inventions, and then we got to invent something. And our invention was like an app that tells you how to gain or lose weight to accommodate like what you want. And a lot of people, they were like saying that how good our device was, and like we could actually make that a thing, and they would buy it, and that made my group feel really good. Next was the In Shock book and the discussions. To be honest, this was probably one of my least favorite things that we've done this year. And I really tried to read the book, but I just couldn't read it. And I probably need to stop doing that because when I go to college, that is not going to work. But this book was just so hard for me to read. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. So my peaks of this class was collaborating with people in the medical field. For example, like the first project where we had to do, I got to interview a medical examiner, and it was really cool. And she gave me like a lot of good things, good responses to my questions, and then she wrote me a note at the end, which made me feel really good. Then the hands-on presentations. If we didn't have hands-on presentations, I don't think the class would be what it is. I think it was so cool how like the physical therapist was sticking people with like needles or doing the cup thing on Jay. And then how for the OBGYNs we got to like actually touch a placenta and then do like a pregnancy simulation. And then also how passionate Miss Zanati and Miss Danton were. Like, you guys always had a positive vibe, so the class was just always fun, and there was also like always a lot of emotion in there, so the class was never boring. My pits of this class were probably the debate, just because it was very like they were just boring to sit through, and like the paper part, it was just hard to see who was talking. And then again, the In Shock book, it just didn't interest me, even though what happened to her shouldn't be interesting, but I don't know, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And then any improvements for next year, just exploring different fields. And then this ties into the next question. What have I liked to you guys to spend more time on? And I would say definitely exploring more medical field. I wish we could have explored different areas of the medical field. I'm really into forensic science, and I wish that we would have covered that part of the medical field. So I really wish you guys could like incorporate like some type of forensics like unit or something. What is a big takeaway that I have from this class? A big takeaway that I have from this class is that medical school is very hard, but in the end, it will all be worth it. And at the end of the day, all the people in the medical field, they're there to save people's lives. And what I want to do is save people's lives. And yeah. And then if I had to describe this class in one word, what would I describe it and why? If I had to describe this class in one word, it would be eye-opening. I chose this word because it shows the different types of jobs in the medical field. Also, these people have witnessed things that we will never seen or have to deal with in our lives. For example, the paramedic, he was there to see the parents grieve over their children and walk the hallways right after the shooting of Oxford happened. And that's everything.